Hare Krishna. Bhagavad Gita with commentaries by Vedantacharya Srila Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu. We were continuing with the introduction, and now previously we had read up to date this, and now we will read from the next. First, the characteristics of these items. The characteristics of these items are as follows. Among the first four, Ishwar, Jeev, Prakriti, Kal, they are all eternal. So the first four, Ishwar, Jeev, Prakriti, Kal, they are eternal. So which is non-eternal? So it is Karma. Karma is not eternal. So Jeev, Prakriti, Kal and Karma are under the control of Ishwar. Jeev, Prakriti, Kal and Karma, they are all under the control of Ishwar. The fifth item, Karma, is Anadi, has no beginning, and is liable to destruction, like prior non-existence, Pragabhav. So let's see what is the connotation here. This means that Kal is distinct from Prakriti. Okay, so that means the time factor Kal is distinct from Prakriti. Ramanuja also accepts this in his system. Jiva Goswami also places Kal as part of Nimitta Maya. Okay, whose other constituent are Karma and Daiva, which is fate. Karma, which means action, and Daiva, which means fate, and Swabhav, impression. So it has two functions, Vidya and Avidya. Avidya causes the bewilderment of the Jeev, and Vidya assists. So Avidya causes bewilderment, and the Vidya causes the release of the Jeev from Prakriti. These function along with Gunamaya or Pradhan, whose constituent are Prakriti, Mahatattva, Ahankar, the 5 element, 11 senses and 5 sense object. So, Nimittama Acha. So here we can see that what are the constituent of Kal? So it is Prakriti, Mahatattva and Ahankar, the 5 element, 11 senses and 5 sense objects. Gunamaya supplies the material body for the jeeb. Okay. Acha, so the constituent of Pradhan are these 6 elements. So it's not Kal, it's Pradhan. So the constituents of Pradhan are these 6. Okay. We need to clarify further. Gunamaya supplies the material body. Okay, it is the Gunamaya which supplies the material for the jeeb. Okay, something which has not yet existed has not existed for infinite time. With that means Anadi, not existed for infinite time. It has Anadi, non-existence. But this state of infinite non-existence comes to an end if and when the object in question makes its appearance. Thus, some object can have no beginning but have an end. It is Anadi, but it can have an end when the object in question makes its appearance. Okay. Followers of Shankara argue that Brahman is consciousness itself with no awareness of self. Acha, it's a little bit later. Now, the only object which have consciousness as their essential property Swarup, the only elements which has the consciousness as their essential property are Ishwar and Jeev. So only these two have consciousness, Ishwar and Jeev. They are aware of other thing, that is conscious about their surrounding, which is Sangvetta, and have recognition of I, self, awareness of self conscious, Asmadarth. Okay. So here the followers of Shankara argue that Brahman is consciousness itself. Followers of Shankara argue that Brahman is consciousness itself, okay, with no awareness of self or other things. What to speak of being a doer? Followers of Shankara argue that Brahman is consciousness with no awareness of self or other things. What to speak of being a doer? Okay, but that's a flaw, because if Brahman is consciousness itself, then how come he is not conscious of its surrounding, and it is not a karta as per them? Okay, Vijnana Anandam Brahma. Vijnana Anandam Brahma, which means that the Brahman is knowledge, that the Brahman is knowledge and bliss, and it is stated in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Okay, so Brahman or Lord Narayana or Krishna is knowledge and bliss. Manta bodha karta vijnanam atma purusha. Okay, that Lord who is knowledgeable itself, Vijnan Atma, Atma which means itself, and Vijnana which means knowledge. So knowledge itself is the controller, controller, which can be, acha. So the Lord who is knowledge itself is the controller. Okay. So Purushaha can be stated as the controller, the knower, which is Bodha, and the doer, which can means as Karta. It is stated in the Prashna Upanishad. Ya Sarvagnya Sarvavit. Yaha Sarvagnya Sarvavit. The one who knows about all things. So Yaha, who Sarvagnya, who is Agnya about Sarva. That means that he is he knows about everything, and Sarvavit, and everything about each thing. So he knows all things and knows everything about each thing. It is stated in the Mundaka Upanishad. And also the Shruti says concerning the self-awareness, So kamayate bahusyam. So kamayate bahusyam, which means he desired, may I become many. So which is nothing but polymorphism theory. Next we are, it is stated in the Taittiriya Upanishad. It is stated in the Taittiriya Upanishad that Sukham aham asapswam nakinchid avedisham. Sukham aham aswapsam nakinchid avedisham. I slept happily. I slept happily and was not aware of anything. That means he was not conscious. This awareness of soul in both, this awareness of self in both the Lord and the Jeev is not the material ahankar which arises from the Mahatattva. This is meaningless proposal since the material ahankar disappears during pralaya. So Kamayate shows that the Lord had an identity before manifesting of ahankar. So that's true. Before the creation even of the universe, when the Lord existed himself, so kamayate, so that means that he had already a pre ahankar, sorry, he already had an identity before even manifestation of the ahankar, because there was no creation at that point of time. So therefore that is meaningless, since the material ahankar disappears during pralaya. Thus the Lord is proved to be both a doer, karta, and a experiencer, bhokta. From the use of word sarvagnyas, sarvavit, bodha, karta, karta, the equivalence of knowing with experience or enjoying is recognized by all, as in the following statement. Okay. Sosnute sarvakama sahabrahmana vipashchita. He enjoy all sense object along with knowing Brahman. Okay. Thus the Lord is proved to be both a doer, fine, and a experiencer, karta, and bhokta. The use of sarvagnya, sarvavid, bodha, karta. Sarvagnya, sarvavid, bodha, and karta. The equivalence of the knowing with experience or enjoying is recognized by all. Okay, so we have read till this for today, and today's date is 17/12/24, and we will continue uh, with the next part. It was actually joined together, but for time issue we are stopping this for now. Hare Krishna.